and everything. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for disrespecting y'all, and I will do it right this time.
What will you do different? Okay, so let's see. Jamie's story. That's a MTRP sentencing. All right, ma'am, your Jamie story. And this is cause number 23, DCCR 1546. Ms. Story was placed on probation February 25th of this year for the offense of theft of property with previous convictions, and that was enhanced to a third-degree felony. The sentence was a 10-year term in prison that was probated for 10 years. Motion to revoke was filed. We were here before, and Ms. Story pled true to all of the counts, 1 through 7. I've received the updated report. Have all of you had an opportunity to review that?
Yes, Your Honor. I have, Your Honor.
And are there any additions or corrections?
None from the defendant.
Judge, my only thing that I would add, just for the court's recollection, that of course would not hold the court to this. We had some difficulty originally in getting her on probation. She volunteered a couple times. We kind of, based on her criminal history, made a stretch to make the offer. The court was inclined
Don't talk over her.
to go along with it based on some circumstances regarding her homelessness, etc. I do appreciate that she took responsibility for a motion. However, I have a note on my original plea papers that the state would be asking for primarily the max on a motion to revoke. But again, I know Ms. Holmes has an argument with some hard times that she's fallen on, and I'm not ignorant of that. I just want to let you know my position, what it was originally.
I appreciate that, Ms. Holmes.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe originally that was my concern with Ms. Story essentially having probation was her lack of resources, in which she continued when she was placed on probation in February of this year. That came to fruition. She originally was at her brother's home. That didn't work out, and then she went to go to Liberty with a friend, and there was pretty much lack of resources, lack of transportation, and she made the decision to then not contact because she got scared, and here we are. Your Honor, my main argument is that she has not been on probation long to get started. She never has gotten started. Now that she's been in custody, they visited with her at the jail to let her know what steps and what resources that they can provide, so she knows that she does have help if she does fall on these hard times, what probation is for. We are asking if she could get that opportunity to get started so that she can get the resources and the help. She states that she's been in contact with her mother, and her mother would be where she would reside if she's reinstated back on probation to get things back on track. I do see in the recommendations that probation stated if she is granted reinstatement to complete the cognitive track of the intermediate sanctions facility, in which I've gone over that with Ms. Story, and she is willing to do that to have an opportunity to get back on track with probation. Your Honor, we do understand she does have extensive criminal history, and this is not her first rodeo. However, we are asking, due to the severity of how long she can be sentenced to prison, that she at least have one more opportunity to start probation and get back on track and get the resources that she needs.
I don't have anything additional, Judge. I defer to what the court deems appropriate.
I mean, what's appropriate is for you to go to prison for 10 years, probably, with your history and the fact that you got this chance in the first place, right? I mean, probation has all the resources to help you, but they can't go find you and force you to take advantage of those resources. That's up to you. You've been on probation, you've been revoked on every probation you've been on. So the fact that we gave you a probation now and that I'm even considering leaving you on it is making me question my sanity, honestly. I mean, do you have anything to say?
I'm just sorry for disrespecting y'all.
I mean, when you never show up, it's pretty much like you're just flipping us off, you know,
I understand that.
for giving you an opportunity. And it's hard not to take it a little personal.
And I really am sorry, and I'm sorry for disrespecting y'all, and I will do it right this time.
What will you do different?
Everything.
Like what?
I'm gonna get me a job, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna go to probation, I'm gonna pay my fees, I'm gonna do everything that I'm asked to do.
Why didn't you do it before?
I didn't have a ride.
Well, but you could always call,
I don't understand.
right?
It's not my-
You know, if you don't have a ride again, what happens?
I'm gonna have to look on a call. I just had a granddaughter born, so.
All right, I'm going to do this. Going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 through 7 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Find sufficient evidence to revoke your probation. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to continue you on probation. I'm going to order you to enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. You will be on 0 tolerance. If I'm telling you, I mean, if you are back in here, I really am going to see all of this. I see everything every time. And there's not going to be negotiations. There's not going to be, let's give you less than the 10. You've agreed to 10 years already. If you violate, it's 10 years in prison. And you can see your grandbaby when she's 5, 6, or 7 when you parole out. All right, so that's what's at stake, is a 10-year sentence. Not some lesser, maybe just 2 because you couldn't find a ride. You agreed to it, it's all yours if you violate. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go back with the bailiff. Good luck.
Thank you.